Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. Today we're going to do a cocktail out of the 1951 cocktail book called Bottoms Up by Ted Saucier. A saucy little cocktail book. And we're going to do vodka cocktail, a vodka cocktail. We don't do many vodka cocktails on Cocktails After Dark, mostly because vodka doesn't really show up in pre-World War II cocktail books from the United States or Canada. Not at all. Once or twice they show up in some of the cocktail books from Paris or London. I guess that proximity to Eastern Europe. They start to show up post-World War II, and this 1951 cocktail book has a few of them. I still stayed away from them for a long time because in Canada and the United States, up until a couple of years ago, the regulations around vodka meant that it had to be distilled so many times, it had to be filtered through charcoal, and it could have no distinct flavor or aroma. It had to be neutral, completely neutral. And I never got the idea of why I'd want to put something neutral in my cocktail. It should be all about the flavor. Recently, the laws changed, and now vodkas can have flavor. And I'm not talking about flavored vodka like Grey Goose La Poire or things where they've added a flavor in. This is now you're able to get the flavor of the grain or the potato in the vodka. So we're going to do this vodka cocktail. In cocktail number one, we're going to use this Beatty's potato vodka. I'm going to put the bottle behind so I don't make mistakes over which is which. We're going to use this Spirit of York. This is distilled in Toronto, York, the town of York. And it is made from rye grain. And this one is a wild card. Bought it in Quebec because it's in a really cool container. And we'll see what happens. It's very difficult to pour from. And then, of course, I spilled all over the counter. That had absolutely nothing to do with this really cool can. So this is from a Quebec-based distillery, and this is batch number one. So this is their first run at making vodka. We'll see how it works out. Reminds me of an oil can. Okay, now, next ingredient. They all get curaçao. Now, Cointreau is an orange curaçao, and it used to be called, right on the label, orange curaçao. They removed curaçao from the label in order to kind of differentiate themselves so they could charge a little bit more money, but it is a curaçao. The next ingredient is a blue curaçao, which I imagine is just for the color. In the 1920s and 1930s, there are whole sections of these cocktail books that are blue cocktails. Some of them through using the curaçao, creme de violette, creme de, what is the other one? That's forgotten. Or blue food coloring. And this is probably the same thing. So this is just for the color blue. And I don't remember from our curaçao video which of these blue curaçaos I thought was less egregious. Let's try the briolette. So this is just a dash of blue curaçao. Just enough for the color, and hopefully not enough to change the flavor too much. And I will ice and shake these one at a time.
Hey Glenn, hey friends. Those are really blue.
They are really blue.
That's, yeah. I wonder what they look like under blacklight. Just saying, who knows. Anyway.
That'd be really cool. Probably look really cool under blacklight.
Oh, you're using the new vodka.
So, distilled in Quebec, from Quebec grain, from water sourced in the Laurentide.
I'm going to have to taste that just straight up after.
Okay, so potato vodka, rye vodka, unknown mash bill vodka, but grain vodka, Cointreau, and blue curaçao.
Okay.
All in a cocktail called Blue Monday from 1951.
All right, I'm going to shift this back so I can grab this.
And I put the bottles this time.
So I know where they are.
So
yeah, recently we had a little bit of a problem.
Okay,
anyway, here we go. It smells really sweet. It smells really good.
Okay.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to tell if I like it. Like because it's so sweet.
Which ones have you tried? Just
this one.
Just that one?
Just
Okay.
that one.
So
Yeah,
I'm
I guess
gonna
I
try
should.
this one.
I guess I should try some other ones. I'm gonna try this one.
Huh.
I don't know that one tastes much different. You're saying that one tastes different than this one.
Yeah. To me, it did.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure that's the right vodka for this drink.
Okay. Interesting. This is very interesting to me. Now, I know that people in blind tastings, tasting vodka under the old rules, would say that one vodka was better than the other.
Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah.
And
Anyway, sorry. I'm in my own. I'm going on my own little mind journey here, separate from Glen's.
And I know that I've gone to tons of vodka tastings where the vodka, they tell you this lovely story. The wheat was harvested
tasted exactly like every other vodka.
Tasted like every other vodka. There were some really bad vodkas, to be sure, but for the most part, because of the regulations, they all tasted very similar to having no differentiation. In this instance, this one tastes distinctly different from these two.
I'm sorry, I drank that one incorrectly.
For me, anyway. This one is distinctly different than those two?
Distinctly, and there's still a subtle difference between these.
That's what I was...
Yeah. Okay, and I see you've
I've got the glasses. Okay, so this one's Beatty's. Okay. Beatty's is a company, it's a family company just north of Toronto. They grow potatoes for a big potato chip company.
Woohoo!
And they figured out that the potatoes that the potato chip company wouldn't take. What are we going to do with the potatoes? Let's make vodka. So now they make vodka on their farm. This is a distillery in Toronto. They do some really great things in the distillery.
In the distillery district.
So if you've ever been to Toronto, we've got this distillery district, which was the Gooderham-and-Worts distillery built in the Victorian age. These big stone and brick buildings, really lovely buildings. They're distilling there now, and this is a wild card. I don't really know much about it.
Well, I've only so far tasted it with curaçao, so now's my chance to... Oh, go ahead. I think I need an in-between flavor. I could be in trouble.
Huh. Okay. I'm almost tasted out at this point.
Mm-hmm. Wow, those are all really different. All really different. Yeah. And they're a base spirit, right? So they're all very different. I don't know that I would just sip either of them.
Oh, no.
That's not, none of them are flavors that I would just, sit around and
Vodka's
and
not
sip
neat
in
on
the
the
way
rocks
that,
or,
no,
yeah, it's not.
No.
Okay, so
But they're really different. Like I'm kind of...
So the potato vodka I find to be a little bit more viscous. Like it floats in my mouth a little bit more.
I have no comment. Beyond them being different, I would need to have something in between. Like I need to eat something because my mouth is a mess now. My mouth is a mess.
My mouth is a mess too. But I think of the three, I think this stands up quite well.
So congratulations, batch one.
Yeah.
Pretty fine.
Batch one, Vodka Québécois, Method Artisanale, Narval, La Manufacture Faite de QC, Agatha de Mont.
Too close to my face. Sorry, I don't see very well.
Oh, it's just Distillery La Manufacture. So it's, you know, we're just a distillery in Quebec. I like that. It's good. So,
this one has like an almond flavoring to it.
Yes.
Now that they're all very, very viscous. Like they are. I think this one's a little more viscous, but they all have lots of texture to the.
So vodka's worth another look at this point, and I'm gonna go back through the books and start picking out more vodka recipes,
which will be hard.
Which will be hard because they don't really exist in the time period of the books that I own, but give it another shot. Okay.
So, sorry, excuse me. So it's interesting though, because as these new vodkas come out that have this breadth of flavor.
Yes.
You have to revisit all the things that you've made with vodka.
To see whether there's a difference.
Because it's not the same.
And
yeah. And I can't.
Not to
I'm in trouble. My lips have gone numb.
I don't want to be an arse.
Really?
I often am.
Good.
A company like Beatty's, they're making potato vodka. They're making potato vodka to make potato vodka. I know that other vodka manufacturers, like small distilleries, they're making vodka while they wait for the whiskey.
Yes.
They're making gin while they wait for whiskey is their
end goal.
End game. But I really do think that, you know, there's a place for the vodka. Anyway, on that, tell us what vodka you drink. Do you drink artisanal vodka? Have you tried new vodkas? Have you noticed a change in the flavor of vodka over the last couple of years as the rules change? I don't think the big manufacturers are going to stray from their branding. It's going to be the same vodka that they've always made.
It's going to be these individuals.
It's going to be the small artisanal or the smaller distilleries that are going to jump out and try something new. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.
What I think is funny is we didn't say whether we liked the drink or not.
Yeah.
Meh. Sweet.
Yeah.
I am fascinated though. Those are quite
different.
And bold, and I can see how as a base spirit they're going to be interesting drinks.
Yeah.